What's up, y'all? So I usually only do my rants. I just started doing rants regularly. I do them on Thursdays, but today I just have to bring this to y'all because it's on the news, it's on newspapers, it's all over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's everywhere. And I want to first say RIP and send my condolences out, not just to Mike's family but to Robin Williams' family, who they lost him today. But this whole Mike Brown situation here in Ferguson, I live here in Ferguson, I live in St. Louis. I am hella close to this shit that's going down, and tonight I just feel like it's not the end of what happened last night. It's not the end of any of this. Like, this is just the freaking beginning. Like, they're talking about going to the Galleria, they're talking, like, there's businesses shutting down before it gets dark tonight. Like, really? And the fact is that so many people are like, this is to show them a message, to show them a message. We turn up our community. That money goes into our schools. That money that them businesses make go into making the streets better, having the bus system so y'all can get back and forth to work. That money goes into something that you need every freaking day. No matter how it goes to the police, it still goes to something you need on a regular day basis. Do you think Amber gonna come to your house and fix your stuff? Do you think LeClee gonna come to your house and fix your stuff if there wasn't tax money going into it from a certain area? I think not. The cable people wouldn't even come out here, but most of y'all wanting it. Y'all stealing out of shoe stores and stuff. Do you really think Jordan gonna bring his stuff to these stores? Do y'all must not know that they can select which stores get what? So then you gotta drive clean across town to get what? Something you want. Because you can't keep your hands and just... Really, I'm so aggravated with this, man, because the fact is that this woman lost her son, and y'all want to make it now it's not just about him, it's about the chief of police supposedly said that people are ignorant black monkeys, or they call them some sort of black monkey or whatever. And it's like, how many people have seen Madea movies? How much truth is into what Tyler Perry says? He always says it's not what you're called, it's what you're answered to. And if he get call you something and then you flip out, really? Ain't the KKK supposed to be coming back stronger? This is helping them. Really? Y'all not doing nothing but helping the police. Because what they saying is, well, this is our everyday. It's just in smaller groups. So they can justify the reason for doing this. And this woman sitting at home crying over her son, and y'all talking about RIP him, this why we do this, this why. No, y'all trying to get what y'all want out of this. Because if it was really sending the message, y'all stand strong. It wouldn't be no people burning down business. Y'all ruining black businesses, black businesses. The rim shop that y'all seen on the news the other night, that was owned by a black family, been there for years. Really? I'm gonna need y'all to do y'all research. If y'all want to mess with the white man, take his white businesses. Don't take black businesses. Really? How stupid could you possibly be? Because at this point, it's so irritating to be part of the black community. And it's like, not everybody thinks it. And this is what I need white people to understand. Not every black person stands behind the justification of what's going on. I surely don't. There is more than one way. We have been through this many a times. The sad thing is we, as black people, built this fucking country, and y'all just don't understand. How many black mothers raised white kids? How many black men helped a white man build his house? Really? And y'all don't think y'all stronger than this, than just acting a fucking fool? We are this country. They can't do nothing without us. They couldn't do nothing without us back in the day. They can't do nothing without us today. Because we work harder than most, because we know our job is replaceable, because they can bring in a Mexican or somebody. Since that's the stereotype, the Mexicans do it better than black people. Like, how many times do we have to keep going through this dumb stuff before we just totally just be done? And just stand up and just being silent doesn't make you weak. This boy is now gone. He was supposed to start school today, Monday, August 11th. He's supposed to start school. How many of y'all gonna go to school Friday just to make a difference? How many of y'all gonna go to school, get y'all education so y'all can be sitting where Barack sitting, so y'all can make some changes, and not just some ignorant changes to get the white man out? Y'all need to take his legacy of what he was going to do, and y'all need to sit and do it. Instead, y'all gonna sit in class, go to school Friday, Tuesday, whenever y'all start school, and just act a further fool in school. Instead of doing what he was doing and going to school and bettering himself. Because I can guarantee that boy was gonna go to school, get his degree, and start his own freaking business. I can bank on it. Because if he was already gonna go to school, I bet you that didn't stop his dreams. That show didn't stop his goals. Y'all just sitting out here stealing and acting a fool because what? Because you can. What does stealing something have to do with any of this? Them calling you names, this boy dying, nothing. Nobody can justify stealing stuff. Breaking, I got it. If you mad and you want to show something, you breaking it, go for it. But stealing has to do with what? Y'all just getting way too crazy out here. And for y'all to be getting close to my home, now it's become a whole nother thing. Because it's funny when it's not funny. It's crazy when you see stuff happen in third world countries and you have these riots and they break in statues and all this. But when it happens in a city where you can look on the news and be like, that's right down the street. That's what's the name? That's next to this. Like, really? That scares the life out of me because I have 3 brothers. 3. And if any of this would have happened to them and this would have been the turnout, I wouldn't have stood up for black people. I wouldn't. Because I'd be like, this ain't the way. There is no way that so many black people died in the 50s and 60s for you to be able to go to school, for you to be able to do what you do now. You walk the streets, not completely freely, but in a sense you do. You walk it a lot better than they did it. I'm not saying tomorrow's going to bring everything. But y'all want to know everything that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. It's not going to happen like it do on TV. On a 30-minute episode of CSI Miami or CSI Crime Investigating. It's not going to happen that fast. That is a scripted show. In real life, it takes weeks, months to get all this together. And y'all not even taking the time to think about this. How many people have went to his mother, wrote his mother, called into the radio when she was on the radio to tell her, you know something, I got you. You need food, I got you. You need a hug, I got you. Really? How many people have called his grandmother, his father, his siblings, his cousins? Nobody. But everybody R.I.P. Mike, but how many people is there for his family now that he's gone? We understand he was unarmed. We understand that he wasn't the criminal that the police have made him out to be, that he was this gentle giant. His grandfather got on the radio. His uncle, no, it was his uncle who got on the radio yesterday. My bad, not his grandfather, his uncle. He was like, he's a gentle giant. Really? When do we say enough is enough? When do we stand up as black people and just walk with the silence? Come on, our ancestors did. Walking miles to be free. Walking miles to have the right to vote. Walking miles. Y'all don't even take that into consideration. That y'all can vote on the senator and police and all this. That's where it starts. With the little things. We got a black president for 8 years. What did y'all do with that? What? Come on. It has to be something. What y'all need to start doing is stop killing each other. That would start. That would help. Over dumb things as shoes and material items. Start by teaching your younger black brothers. Fighting over some girl, fighting over material things ain't worth it. So then the next generation is good. And then they teach that generation. And then eventually we become what we're known to be. Go back in your history. You were a king at one time. We ruled a country at one time. A continent. We were Africans, are kings and queens in a whole nother country. And here we just act like what they call us. They call us that one thing, so people start acting like it. Not everybody, but most. Really? When you look on the news and see most of black people stealing and robbing, really, thank you for making me look good. What you have to remember is one black person affects us all. One white person affects a few. There's a difference when you look at color. I love being black. But when shit like that happens, I just can't. Sometimes I just be like, really? It's sad to be black. Although I'm proud to be black. Y'all need to get it together and let them know. Call me what you wanna. But what you ain't never gonna be able to do is take my strength away and take my community away. Because we work together is what y'all need to be showing them. It's a sad, sad day. It's a sad day that boy is gone. But how many mothers are sending their boys to school saying, go get your education, follow Mike Brown, is what we need to be putting. Go to school, baby. Yeah, you may have your job, go take 1 or 2 classes. At least 1 each semester. It starts with the black mothers, then the black brothers. We need our kings to stand up and be kings and not be peasants. I love you, black community, but we got to do better. Because around the world, they looking at us like we fools. St. Louis already got a bad rep. This just made it that much greater. Come on, we've never been out of the top 5 for the most dangerous city in the world, country. Pick one. Other countries got us beat because they actually have wars going. Really. What's gonna be your legacy? What's gonna be that thing that people can say if you die tomorrow? Or they can maybe say, oh yeah, that was my nigga who riot with me. Really? Is it gonna be that dude with the education, with the business? Come on. It's time to step up, guys. Time to step up. I love you guys. Time to do better. My blessings and prayer go out to Robin Williams' family and, of course, Mike Brown's mother and his entire family. I hope that each day gets a little bit better. Because if your son wants you to smile, to his mother, smile, lady, smile. Because every time something bad about to happen and you get saved from that, that's just your son. Love you guys.